UAP Special Operation was established based on the Navy's initial efforts to respond to reports from our pilots about unidentified objects glimpsed in our training fields. The Pentagon's investigation into UFOs has been a dramatic science fiction saga, full of emotions, accusations, allegations of secret conspiracies, testimony from lone silenced witnesses, and much more. It is certain that a not streaming platform would be producing a documentary at the same time that Pentagon investigations into UFOs are beginning. It sounds more like an episode of The X-Files than anyone imagined. Come with me to unravel the most incredible situations that arise in the world, in space, or in other dimensions. Testimonies from various former officials involved in the investigations reveal how unusual the interest in unidentified aerial phenomena can be. And through the details about the military, it becomes clear that the dubious interest in some alien phenomena has faded over the years. However, some of the new claims are so strange that they cannot be ignored. Years ago, the nuclear aircraft carrier USS Nimitz not only encountered but also recorded a mysterious object that became known as the Tic Tac due to its oblong shape. Years later, the enigmatic UFO encounter was revealed by the New York Times, with multiple eyewitnesses coming forward over the years to describe what they saw. One of 3 infrared videos recorded in 2004 and shared by the Times in 2017 shows a strange, unidentified oblong object, earning the nickname Tic Tac. One of the pilots gave the following statement: "What caught my attention was how erratic it was. It was behaving in ways that aren't physically normal." Subscribe to the channel, like and share the video on your social media. That's what caught my attention, as aircraft, human or otherwise, still need to obey the laws of physics, but the Tic Tac does not resemble any conventional aircraft. Apparently, the Pentagon's secret program hired a sailor to investigate the Nimitz incident. Now, this is where it gets even stranger. After the sailor returned home to Virginia, his family claimed to have witnessed a creature resembling a wolf walking on its hind legs, peering into their home on 2 separate occasions. While the most likely explanation is that the family's investigators imagined it all, this nearly led some local wildlife to be seen as visitors from another world. Still, one wonders why such investigations were being conducted in secret by the Pentagon and how many more were funded. Is there really something being hidden from us? What do you think about the mystery surrounding the sighting of the 2-legged wolf and the possible connection to secret Pentagon investigations? Do you believe that there is something being hidden from us? And if so, what do you think it could be? According to another claim, there is a chance that the US government is currently reverse engineering alien technology recovered from UFOs. In an eyebrow-raising interview, Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchard said he thinks the US government has recovered a craft at some point and possibly beings. Additionally, a number of high-altitude balloons were closed last month, making us wonder if belief in UFOs and extraterrestrial technologies is becoming more common than any of us realized. In interviews, some claim they are protecting very interesting information from being released to the public. Are we approaching a time when an alien invasion could occur? Or are governments just hiding scary truths from us? The answer to these questions still remains a mystery, but we cannot deny the possibility that something big and mysterious is happening. While some struggle to bring to light the mysteries surrounding the subject, others strive to keep them hidden. What does this secret society of skulls and bones know that it so desperately wants to keep secret? Surely, there are many other incidents like this, and one occurred in 2014. On the occasion, 4 Navy aviators nearly collided with an unidentified flying object during a training exercise in controlled airspace. Their F/A-2 fighters were jolted by a strange disturbance, to the frustration of dozens of their fellow aviators who watched anxiously. This catastrophe was almost inevitable. This incident undoubtedly left bumps in the young Yucca, as well as in the brave pilots who finally spoke out almost a decade after the near collision. At that time, there were no Pentagon reports on UAPs, despite the frequency of encounters and the serious risk they posed. It wasn't until 5 years later, in 2019, that the Navy adopted a formal structure for reporting UFOs. The first batch of these reports, heavily redacted and covering only a few months, made it clear that the confrontation with the United States government is a significant challenge. 4 months before and after the incident, air crews flew in exclusive use training areas on the east coast of the U.S., often observing unknown objects exhibiting highly anomalous flight characteristics. The aviators were faced with a bleak dilemma. There was no formal structure for reporting the mysterious flying objects to higher authorities. At one meeting, an aviator reported, "I've never seen anything like this before." On another occasion, a pilot noticed an object with strange and inexplicable flight characteristics. This implies an especially anomalous anomaly. But the most impressive testimony came from Ryan Graves, one of the 4 pilots who narrowly escaped a collision in April 2014. "These were not just balloons," he said. UFOs accelerated at incredible speeds, reaching up to Mach 1, the speed of sound. They could hover in the air, defying the laws of physics. They had no visible lift or propulsion control surfaces, nothing like conventional aircraft. And yet, they outmaneuvered our fighters, operating continuously throughout the day. These incidents are undoubtedly something out of this world. Some still reject the idea as ridiculous, while others report disturbing experiences of alien probing after casual night strolls or morning walks with their dogs. However, with increasingly bizarre reports from increasingly credible sources and the mathematical probability of alien life today, skepticism is harder than ever. The dark forces of the universe continue to intrigue us, and humanity remains defenseless against them. Human history has been marked by mysterious sightings, such as the lights that danced in the night skies seen by students and professors at Tennessee College in 1853. The Stephenville case in 2008, with over 200 witnesses, including 3 brave police officers, remains an enigma for many. While the number of recorded UFO sightings has increased, full disclosure of these cases remains obscure. In recent years, military interest in UFOs has grown exponentially. Confidential documents have been leaked to the press, forcing authorities to comment on the matter. In December 2021, Congress approved defense spending to establish a more publicly accessible UFO investigation office. While there is hope that the government will finally disclose information about these phenomena, the evidence remains fragmented and the reports are slow and gradual. With the new Pentagon office, some UFO enthusiasts feel closer to unraveling the mysteries of the universe, while others maintain hope that the government is not hiding anything from the public. With so many compelling cases, it is difficult to ignore the possibility that something strange is happening in our skies. Only time will tell what the future holds for UFO investigation.